Namaste. We look at practicing Viloma Pranayam. This time we're interrupting the exhalation. This is a breathing that can help us gain control of the breath and prepare the breath for deeper practices of pranayam. This is more a preparation for pranayam. So find a comfortable seat. You can sit in a chair, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit on the floor, you can sit on your heels. Any posture that feels comfortable for you where you can keep the spine straight. So if you're sitting in a chair, make sure that your feet are on the earth and that you're not reclining all the way back. So you sit more on the edge of the chair. Now, once you find your posture, just allow the eyes to close down or maybe a half gaze if that's more comfortable. Now we begin by simply observing the breath and just acknowledging our breaths. Notice if you're holding any tension in your belly and allow the belly to become relaxed here. And just let your belly expand with the inhalation. And allow your belly to contract as you exhale. Connecting here to belly breaths, expanding the belly as you breathe in and contracting the belly as you breathe out. And allow the breath to be deep and long. So don't let the breath be too short. And see if the breath can even be soundless. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Now let's take an inhalation together and a breath out together. Taking breath in all the way to the top, and at the top hold for a moment, and then take a really short exhale and pause. Take a second exhalation and pause. Continue exhaling and pause. Last breath out to empty the breath completely, and then pause at the bottom of the breath. And then we continue taking inhalation, a really long breath in. At the top of the inhale, hold for a moment, and then exhale and pause. Short exhale and pause. 1/3 exhalation, really short. Last breath out and empty the breath completely. And then you inhale again, all the way in to the top. And then you pause once you arrive to the top of the breath. And you take an exhale and then hold. A second exhalation and then pause. Continue exhaling and pause. One last breath out, emptying the breath completely. Good. Let's take an inhale again. Let the belly expand, let the belly move. Hold at the top of the inhale. Exhale and pause. Second exhalation, you continue the exhale and pause. Then you take a third exhale and it's a short one, you pause. Last exhale to empty the breath as you draw the belly in towards the spine. Let's do that again. Breath in all the way to the top. Hold at the top. Short exhale, pause. Continue exhaling and pause. Exhale, pause. Last exhalation to empty the breath. And then pause at the bottom for a moment. Inhale, long inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, pause. Second exhale, pause. Continue exhaling and pause. Last breath out. Empty the breath completely. Let the air go out. And then inhale. And once you arrive to the top, you take a moment and hold the breath in. And then you take an exhale, a short exhale to pause. Second exhale and then pause. Third exhalation and pause. Last breath out and empty the breath. And then you take an inhale, your own inhalation, all the way to the top. Once you arrive, you hold for a moment. And then you take a short exhale and pause, dividing the exhale. Second exhale and pause. Third exhalation and pause. Last breath out to empty the breath. Inhale, all the way in. Once you arrive to the top of the breath, you take a moment and you find a pause. And then you exhale, a short exhale to pause. Breaking the exhalation, second exhale, pause. Third exhale, pause. Last breath out, empty the breath. Beautiful. Inhale, long inhalation all the way to the top. And then exhale, short exhale, pause. Second exhale, pause. Third exhale, pause. Last breath out, letting go of the exhalation of the air completely. Breathing in all the way. In until you feel the lungs to their full capacity. And then you exhale and pause. Second exhale and pause. Third exhale, pause. Last breath out, letting go of any oxygen left in the lungs. Continue this way. You find your own inhale. You want to take a long exhalation, deep inhalation, and then you holding at the top for a moment, and then you exhale and you break the exhalation. You interrupt the exhalation 4 times. So 4 exhales. And then at the bottom of the breath, you take a moment to pause before you inhale. And then you start again with your own inhalation, breathing in, expanding the belly, the lungs, feeling the lungs to their full capacity. At the top, you find a little pause, you hold. And then you break the exhalation in 4 parts. You add little pauses to learn to control the exhale. And then at the last count, the last exhalation, you let go of the breath completely as you draw the belly in. And you continue this way. Learning to control the breath, to break the breath, to add pauses. Learning to stop the breath, to hold the breath out. Really good to prepare ourselves for pranayam. As well, because our focus here is on the exhalation, then when we're focused more on the exhalation, we invite in the nervous system to be calm and relax. We are working with energies that are more grounding and centering. So continue on your own for 3 more cycles, your own 3 cycles of breath here. Interrupting the exhalation, breaking the exhalation in 4 parts. Trying to keep the breath very calm and try not to make a lot of sound. So we're more in control of the breath. And remember that it's all through the nose, not the mouth. And once you finish your 3 cycles of breath, you're going to continue with the eyes closed, if you have them closed, or your half gaze. And you're going to give yourself a moment to return to a natural breath. So letting go of the technique completely. And acknowledge any changes in the mind. Maybe it's more focused and present. Any changes in the way you feel. And let the hands come together in front of the heart. And let your head bow towards the heart as a gesture of honoring this time. And from a place of gratitude, we say to each other, Namaste.